In this video, we are checking out Windows 7. Let's see if this thing works. I tested this out earlier, it gave me a shell, but let's boot it up. I think we need to turn off UEFI boot, because something tells me that is what's preventing this thing from booting. You see? We just get the shell, which is annoying. So, in that case, if that is what it's going to give me, I think it's time we did it together and we fix this problem. If we go to Windows 7 and click on that button at the top right, that means settings, if you guys are not aware. Now we're going to go to the QEMU, and turn off the UEFI boot. And that should theoretically be good, and we could save and boot it up. Now, I didn't boot this up yet. I wanted to wait to stay with you guys to boot this up, because I did not know if this is going to work or not. So let's see what we get. As you can see, Windows is loading files, if I'm reading that correctly. But now it stopped. I just have never done this before. So if we just wait for this, and like 3 times. Yeah, I'm gonna see this up. There is no way. After waiting a long while, maybe that's what I should say, we finally got the thing booting. There is no way. Can I believe my eyes? Maybe not. Is it working? Yes, it is. So now we just need to wait. And wait. And wait for this little thing to boot. Oh dear God. This is going to take a while and a while to boot. This already took a long time. With that loading screen, oh my gosh, it took so long. But it's hard to believe that I see the red, green, blue, orange thing. It says starting Windows. Microsoft at the bottom. I'm just drinking a drink while I wait. There's no way we just froze on a black screen. But you know what? It might just be loading. I thought so. So, this is Windows 7. I sped up the beginning because that did take a long time. I wouldn't say it took a long time, but it did take a while. How about that might be the word to say. But hey, we got a little mouse. So guys, if you wouldn't mind subscribing and hitting the bell icon, that would really help on my channel. If I tell you, I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and I haven't met that goal yet. So maybe if you guys could try to do that, like hit that subscribe button, just sign into your Go Cloud and clicking one button. I think that would really help me out. So now we just need to wait for this black screen to finish loading. And yeah, wonderful. Finally, guys. You guys will be happy that you guys did that speed lapse. If you guys waited, you guys would get so mad at me. Okay. Well, that isn't the point. I'm not going to close out of that. Okay. So let's see here. First, our language. We'll keep that on English. where we live. You know. And more. And my keyboard I'll leave that. That's how it is. Now comes the painful part. Oh, you know what? Tap that. Oh no. Now comes the pain. Because now we need to wait. Setup is Sure, maybe setup is starting. It might say that. But the question now is, oh no. For it to install itself. Oh dear. This is going to become a setup disaster. Oh, I guess I'll wait for another speed lapse. Crap. Phew. Finally. After doing so much stuff, guys. That was so stressful. You have no idea how stressful that is. I just finished watching a 1 hour video. I did a whole piano lesson. What else did I do? I watched like 15 videos. 3 actually. They're at least an hour. So 15 minutes of watching basically. Like, come on. And it's finally done. And I've also been laying on my bed. Maybe not sleepy, but just laying on my bed watching my phone. That just proves how long I've been sitting here. And that also proves that you shouldn't be doing the same thing. Watch me doing this crap instead. And yes, you're very welcome for speeding this up, because you have no idea how long this took. So now, anyways, with all that being said, starting Windows. Finally. It was stuck on that. You guys saw it. Well, it wasn't stuck, but it was doing stuff. Let's see, at least we get to the start menu. At least. How much battery does this thing even have? Oh gosh, it's at 22%, okay. But at least it's starting Windows. Hey, I call that a bonus. As long as you do not need to speed this up, I'll be happy. But yeah, I've always loved Windows. I have an idea. I'm gonna do this. And if you guys might ask me why, I've always wanted to have the nostalgic look memory of Windows. So hey, now I have it. Theoretically. I'll just save that. And I think that would be perfect for the logo that I put for it. Because if you go back to the settings and you click on information, I believe that's the first one, you can choose your own logo, and I think that's what I might choose. But Windows 7, honestly, oh gosh. Do not try this. And one reason why this took so long is because this is called UTM SE, and the SE in UTM SE stands for Slow Edition. But yeah, I think I might have to speed this up. So I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and then I'll resume this thing here. And to tell you guys the truth, it's been a very long wait. Let's say it's been at least, what should I say? Let me show you here a timer. Because I ran a timer here. And it's still running. But even if I still want to show you. So if I just open here my camera, you can see here my timer. Let me show you. Back to this. Okay, so I'm going to go eat dinner and I'll be back. And then we'll resume the video. Gosh, I cannot believe how far we made it. Okay, do you guys know what we need to do? We need to close out of the virtual machine. Crap. Even though it says it's starting, it will not. It crashes the first time. First, we need to go into the settings at the top right. And then we need to switch the two IDE drives, which means the one with the software on it will be first. Now we can click on save. And now we can boot. Now, why did you ask me this? Well, basically the reason why we had to do this is because it will not let us move on because the CD-DVD is what installs the operating system onto, which is where I got the ISO. Now you guys are asking, what does that mean? Okay, the ISO. So basically, the software needs to install on something. But then once you turn off the virtual machine and then you turn it back on, that just will switch the two IDE drives, which means the software without the ISO will try to boot. But since the installation didn't finish, that means that we need to switch it back because every time you quit it, the IDE drives switch because they think, oh, okay, the installation is over. Right, we can switch it back so it will not boot the virtual hard drive. But it still does since it still needs to install, which means we need to wait again for the whole thing to install. Shit. Speed up. There's no way. Ugh. We need to go through the whole setup again. Are you kidding me on this? No, I have to do this all over again from the very exact start. Oh my gosh. Setup is starting. Good. But even with that, literally, I've been recording for 4 hours the other day. Now I'm gonna have to do it for another 4 hours. Holy freaking shit. I regret doing it. I totally regret doing it. But hey, you guys already know the drill. So I'm just going to speed it up from here. I'm going to select this boot disk and run through the install process. Since I already showed you guys all the terms and conditions and all of that already, I'm not going to like pause the video and show you guys that again, because if you guys want to know that, just rewind the video to the start. Okay? And then we'll do everything from there. I feel like something is not right. It says it is setting up, but for some reason it's frozen on the setup is starting screen. Look, I do not know what is going on, but if you guys could click that subscribe button, because you have no idea how hard this was to edit. Well, no, it wasn't hard to edit, but like very painful to wait. And as you can see, we're still on the setups. So yes, you guys are lucky to have a speed lapse when I don't. Thanks, guys, for watching this video. More subscribers, the merrier. Setup is starting. I feel like I should just shut it down and try again. But I kind of don't want to, because it might be already almost done booting. So I'm still going to keep it on the screen. Just want to keep you guys in mind. Okay? Gosh, literally, after all that waiting, only now it shows up. Ha. I already showed you guys all of this. That's why I'm just going through it so fast. But the terms here, but oh my gosh, I have to run through everything. But hey, this time it went faster. Remember not to choose the first option, because otherwise that will freak it up. So choose this. I don't know why, but I'm just doing what I did last time. So now, as you can see, boom, at the bottom left, you see that little green progress. Oh, there's... Wait a minute. I think it's time I ask Gemini what to do from here, because then it might just resume. So I am not going to do anything. I'm not going to click on install. That's why I'm with you guys. So I am installing Windows 7 on UTM SE. And yesterday, I was not able to finish the installation because I had to go. So I closed out of the virtual machine. So now I want to continue it. But I couldn't, so I had to switch the two IDE drives. But now, when I want to set it up again, it tells me, do I want to do it on disk 1 or do I want to do it on disk 2? Because when I started, there was only disk 1. Now I have disk 1 and 2. Which one should I choose? Because I just wanted to finish the installation that I was doing yesterday.
It sounds like you're trying to pick up where you left off with your Windows 7 installation. Since you were working on it yesterday, it's best to choose the disk you were using before. Do you remember if it was disk 1 or 2?
Well, I only had one disk.
Okay, if you only had one disk before, then it sounds like you should only have one now. Let's try this. Go ahead and remove the second disk from the virtual machine settings, and then try starting it up again. Hopefully that should get you back to where you were.
No, I still have the first disk. I see it right here. I can choose it right now if I want to. Should I do the first disk or the second one?
If you're seeing both disks, go ahead and choose the first one. That should let you continue with your Windows 7 installation.
Okay guys, so we chose our disk here. Thanks to Gemini here. Thank you so much. Now we just need to wait.
Awesome. Glad I could help. Let me know if anything else comes up while you're waiting.
Alright guys, so now we just need to wait a little bit more. As you guys can see at the bottom left, it says the thing about the information. So it already finished like until the update. So as long as it doesn't make us do that again, I think we'll be set to go. As you can see on the bottom left, the thing is going quite fast. The only problem is going to be installing Windows. Oh dear. I bet if I did this for 4 days, it would be 4 disks. Okay, well that isn't my point. So as you can see, the green progress bar is almost done. So I think I should maybe speed this up. But I also want to show you guys that this is going kind of fast. Because you see number 2 right next to it, and so Windows didn't even start yet. But that will take so long, oh my god. I'm speeding it up. Crap, I think I was supposed. It said to restart my computer, so I did. But it said press any key to boot off the CD. Was I supposed to do that? And I didn't. Oh no. Now what? Where's my phone? I need to ask Gemini. Like, where the frick? Okay, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Just. Where's my phone? Okay. Don't panic. We are going to get to the bottom of this. I'm just going to ask Gemini. You can call me a cheater, but hey. It works at least. Sorry. Now, I'm just going to say here on ChatGPT, here. So I am almost done installing Windows 7 on UTM SE on my iPad, and then after the download it told me press any key to boot from the CD. Was I supposed to do that after the installation?
It sounds like your virtual machine is
No, I said, was I supposed to press any key?
Got it. If you see the message to press any key to boot from the CD, it typically means the virtual machine is trying to boot from an installation CD or an ISO file. You should press any key to continue with the installation process.
And what if I didn't?
If you didn't press any key and the virtual machine didn't boot from the CD or ISO, it might have tried to boot from the next available device or failed to start the installation. You can restart the virtual machine and ensure that you press any key when prompted. This will help it boot from the installation media and continue the setup process.
So should I just shut down the VM, switch the IDE drive to the top one since the installation is first, and then boot it up and press any key?
Yes, that sounds like a good plan. Here's what you can do. 1. Shut down the VM. Make sure the virtual machine is powered off. 2. Adjust the boot order. Go into the VM settings and set the IDE or CD drive as the first boot device.
Wait,
3.
So the one that I set to the first boot device is the one that I chose the ISO, right?
Exactly. You want to set the virtual machine to boot from the device where you have the ISO file. Typically, this is the CD/DVD drive or a virtual drive that holds the ISO. Once you set that as the first boot device and restart the VM, it should prompt you to press any key to boot from the ISO and continue the installation.
Okay. So I'm gonna boot it up, and then I should press any key. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Go ahead and boot up.
But now it says here it is doing the files. Is that correct? Windows is loading files. Should it be doing that even though it already finished the installation on the blue screen?
Yes, that's normal. After you press any key to boot from the ISO, Windows will start loading the necessary files.
And then I see this a white bar at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, seeing a progress bar at the bottom of the screen is normal. That means Windows is continuing to load.
So I did do the right thing.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions...
No, I said I did do the right thing, correct?
Yes, you did the right thing. Let it continue with the setup process, and it should be fine. Great job.
Do you think so?
Absolutely. You followed the right steps. Just let the virtual machine complete the setup, and everything should work out fine. You're doing great.
My viewers on this video are literally going to be pissed.
Don't worry too much. Technical hiccups happen to everyone. You're learning and improving with each step, and your viewers will appreciate your efforts and honesty. Keep going, and you'll get everything set up perfectly.
Especially with 360 subscribers.
That's awesome. You're doing great. Just keep working on your content, and you'll reach your goal in no time. Keep it up.
Perfect, guys. So we just got to a black screen. So I guess I should just put the video on another speed lapse. Wonderful. Alright guys, so I think we just need to switch the two IDE drives. So let's see, that one. So I do not think I need to delete it. I just switch them both around. I'm going to tap save, and then I'm not going to press anything to boot from the CD. I'll just let it boot. Correct?
That sounds right. If you've switched the IDE drives and set it to
And
the
now,
hard drive,
but now it told me to, but now I need to select the boot. It says start Windows 7 in safe mode or in normal mode. Should I just press enter just to boot?
Yes, you can press enter to boot into the normal mode. This will allow Windows to start up and complete the setup process.
Do you think it finished?
It should be soon. Let it load, and you'll see the Windows setup screen, which means everything is working correctly.
Sounds good.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
Frick.
You can switch to...
Okay. Okay, guys, so As you guys could hear, I was talking with AI, artificial intelligence, with ChatGPT. And you guys might ask me why. Basically, I just wanted to get it over with because I do not want to redo the whole installation. So I'll be back once this is all sped up. Ugh. Okay guys, it seems like I am doing something wrong. I was supposed to remove the IDE drive, but I just do not like doing that because otherwise I feel like I'm just going to get rid of everything. Clear that, and now I'll just boot. This makes me always so nervous. I did not press any key to boot from the CD DVD. I removed the ISO as you guys could see, and now I'll just boot into Windows 7. Oh my gosh, this makes me so nervous. We already did this, but I guess I'll have to speed lapse it all over again. Crap. There is no way. Look at this, it is booting up. It says setup is preparing your computer for first use. Oh my gosh. Now is the hardest part, finding the product key. Windows product key. Free. No, not fake. Remove that. And then I'm just going to use, and since it's a virtual machine, it doesn't really matter which product key I use. So, I'll just go to image, and now I'll just use some random product key and just get it over with. So, I'll just see whatever looks good to me, whatever does not look blurry. So, F1. Wonderful. Most of them are just blurred out. That helps me. It seriously does. I bet some of you guys know that I'm being sarcastic, because it isn't helping me. So as you guys can see, this thing is booting. So I think I'll just have to speed this up while I look for product key. Yes, guys, after 2 days, it worked. Now, what is the name of this PC? I'll just name it. What should I name this thing? Well, I'll just name it YouTube Tech UTM Windows 7. Perfect, that's it. YouTube Tech UTM. I'll just name it WinDOWS 7. That's all. Now I'll just go to next. And then I did get a picture of a fake product key, but if I can skip it, that would be good. So I'll just do that. Type of password. Can I skip this? It doesn't seem like I can. Don't tell me I'll have to make a password. Ugh. Oh good, I can skip this. Thank you, Windows 7. Last time I had to put in a product key for Windows XP, but at least I have one. So now, I said skip. I hope we at least make it, sorry, to the desktop. Okay. So, as you guys can see, it looks like it's working. What? Ask me later? No. Okay, whatever. Hey, at least it's doing something. What do I do? Set up Windows. Okay. Finally. I thought I would need this fake product key, but I'm not going to delete it just to be safe, you know. But hey, I'm happy that this thing is working. That's the spirit. Okay, that is dumb. Ask you later. Ugh. Date and time. That date and time is not even correct. Let me check. You know what? It doesn't really matter to me, so. And I don't need this thing open anymore on my computer. I'll just close out of this on my computer. Okay. All I need to do now is wait for this. Homework, no. Public. I don't know why they need to know that. And yes, Windows 7 is finishing. Windows 7 is. I can barely even read that. Is finalizing settings. It's just hard for me to read, okay? What is it saying?
It says Windows is finalizing your settings. You're almost there.
Okay, guys, so I am talking with Gemini. So, I'm going to close out of this. Finalizing. Yep, I was right. It's just hard for me to see my vision. I feel embarrassed. How much battery do I have? 84%. Okay. Then let me... You guys might say it's stream, but I'm just asking. How long will this take?
It shouldn't take too long to finalize the settings. Maybe just a few minutes. Then, Windows will restart and you'll be all set to start using it.
Why restart? Oh no, guys.
The restart is a normal part of the process. It helps Windows apply the final settings and get everything running smoothly.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure it's normal for Windows to restart after finalizing settings. It's part of the installation process.
Do you think this is something that I need to speed up?
Since the installation process is automated, there's no way to speed it up. You'll just have to wait a little longer for it to finish.
I'm saying for my video, when I put it into my editing CapCut, should I speed it up? Because I can always go to speed and click on speed up. should I do that?
Ah, I understand now. Whether or not you should speed up the video depends on the effect you're going for. If you want to show the installation process quickly, then speeding it up in CapCut would work.
I think I'll do that. Guys. There is no way we got to this. Restart later. Wait, what? You must restart your computer to apply the changes before you... Okay, I guess I'll do that. Restart later. No, restart now. Okay, but before I do that, guys, I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT. Should I click on restart now?
Yes, go ahead and click Restart Now to apply the changes and complete the installation.
So what is it going to do?
After the restart, Windows will apply the final
Oh wait,
settings.
should I?
Then
If
move
it
to
says
New installation, you'll be able to start using Windows 7.
last time I booted it up, I did not need to press any key to boot from the CD. Should I just not press any key just like I did before? Just do what I didn't do before? But wait, what should I do now? It says force restart. What is going on?
When your virtual machine reboots, it might try to boot from the installation disk again. If you see the press any key to boot from CD or DVD,
It says
message,
logging out.
just ignore it. Okay, it's logging off now, which is part of the restart process. You're all set to go.
Is it doing the right thing?
Yes, it's logging off as part of the restart process.
Okay,
All set.
but wait, last time it told me press any key to boot from the CD, and I did not need to do that, and it booted up just fine. So does that mean I should not press any key next time, just so I do the same thing as I did earlier? Should I just do what I did earlier and not press any key?
Yes, that's right. When your virtual machine reboots, it might try to boot from the installation disk again. If you see the press any key to boot from CD or DVD message, just ignore it. After a few seconds, it should automatically boot into your new Windows 7 installation.
Okay, speed up. You heard me. Okay guys, I think we're just going to end the video here because Gemini just told me that it is normal and this could take a while for the desktop to boot up. And as you guys can see, the message just disappeared. So I'm sure we're going to boot up in just a few seconds because there was a little white notification as you guys could see. And now let's just ask Gemini. And before we know it, trust me, we are going to be done before we know it. And then I can finish off editing the video tomorrow. So let's just see where we get to. Okay. Now what? It just turned black.
Okay, the black screen means Windows is still loading. It might take a few more minutes.
Look at that.
Okay, I see the black screen. Windows is still loading.
But look at the
so it might
bottom.
take a few... Okay, I see the progress bar at the bottom.
No, it's
Windows
done.
is still loading, so it
Look,
might take a few
I
more
just see the
minutes.
desktop. Look, the time is down there. The date is just very hard to see.
Okay, I see the
Hey,
desktop.
it works.
It looks like Windows. Great. It looks like Windows 7 is up and running on your...
Well, would everybody look at that? It worked. Hooray. All I needed to do now is edit the video. But hey, look at this. We got the file right here. We got everything. We got the start menu. I'm sure it will work. But yeah, we just had to be patient. But yeah, guys, I think that will wrap up the video for today. Next, we're going to do Windows 8.1. Hey, or maybe Windows 10. But yeah, with that, guys, that'll wrap up the video. Thank you, everybody, for watching the video. Let's turn this thing off. Go back into UTM. Make sure it doesn't crash. Yep, it did. But yeah, we finished. We got Windows XP, as you guys saw in another video. We got Windows 7. Hey, it's a bonus. So, guys, with that all being said, finally, we're done, and goodbye.